You know how I start, don't you? Here we are. Here we are again today. We done? Got Roy here now.
Today.
He's found us on YouTube. He's come down to see if we'll have a look, and good looking Pete. He's come down to have a look if we'll have a look at what's he done?
It's a windlass.
Windlass winch.
Anchor winch.
Anchor winch. That he got on eBay. So we've started stripping it down. Basically, this part goes on here.
All the way down.
Clever. Right, this part goes on here. This part goes on there. That was screwed on, wasn't it? Yeah. This was just screwed on, and that's it. Anyway, we started stripping it to find out what's up with it. This one unscrews. This one we knocked off, and I'll film the rest of it as we go along. See you soon. Part 2 with Roy. Right, we've got this far down, like we've shown you before. Because even if you see this. This was the first part we're taking off. Just unscrewed. Anti-clockwise, standard. Then this part was on. Part holds the chain. That way round. Yeah, this part, there's nothing holding this on, just give it a tap and it should come off alright. Then there's the last part there was actually held on with a roll pin. So gently take the roll pin out. And we'll see how we go. We've managed to undo all the screws on it. There with the hard bit. Here's not so good looking Don with his toolkit. That's not a toolkit.
As well. That's the toolkit.
Here's Don's toolkit. You're going to see ancient stuff in here.
No, you won't.
Go on, Don.
Take up one of them. This is for your walking. So you can plan your voyages out.
Right.
Map of the world.
Now these are Don's tools. 1806. Yeah. Oh, he's got some of my stuff in here. I'm sure he has.
I've got snap-on tools in there and all sorts.
He's got a proper screwdriver. Look at this. A reel. That's got to be 30 years old. That screwdriver.
It is. I've got some Russian ones.
So we're going to try it with the screwdriver now. Hey. So after a bit of gentle pushing, pulling, hammering, we got it off. This decided to just spring off. That's actually made of fibre, and also take great care with that. We didn't, but take great care with that. We'll see where we go from here. What you got to do to get a bit of light. I think I need a bit more light actually. It's a bit dark on this table. Sorry about the mess. Hello everybody, it's Good Looking Pete from Second Chance Sailing. We've got something a little bit different for you tonight. I was sent this. No, actually I wasn't sent it. Someone contacted us through YouTube. Roy from Liverpool. He'd purchased this, which is an SL high-speed double-action lever windlass. Now, to you and me, it's the thing that drops the anchor chain and lifts it back up again. He couldn't get it going. It wasn't the ratchet wasn't working. Just wasn't doing anything at all. So we asked him to bring it down. Me and Don had a look at it, and Roy as well. And we've gone through it bit by bit, and we started to strip it. This is going to be a two-part video. If you ever do get one of these, or if you buy one of these, or you've got one on your boat, look after it, because they're about £1,000 to buy. If I wait 1 second. Yeah, they're about £1,000 to buy, even if you could get one now. I'll go through the parts, what we've and how we stripped it. We've got a few videos up to now, and we'll have a lot more videos when we actually manage to get it apart properly. I'll show you where we're up to. One of them, the the bar that goes with it. These are £39 to buy. I know it says stainless steel, but it doesn't look like stainless steel. But they're £39 to buy. So don't lose this overboard if you can help it. Next parts. When it comes to stripping it, especially if it's, I mean, it could be 25, 30 years old, these, so the nuts, bolts, screws are not going to come undone very easily. WD on them first, or Coca-Cola, doesn't really matter which one. They'll both undo the screws. I advise you before you even touch one of these, make sure you've got the right spanners for it, and an impact driver. That's the main thing you really need. We didn't have one, we did it without it. We always do it the hard way on second chance sailing. But you'll see on the video anyway, we've only got so far stripping this up to now because it was a pain to strip. So if you've got one of these, oil it, grease it, and look after it. It actually has oil in the bottom as well. Make sure you change the oil every so often. But make sure you move this at least once a month, both sides, because I'll show you later on that they do seize up. And if you, like most people on Lady Ellen, I think we use the anchor once up to now in 2 years. So it's something that doesn't get used very often, especially at Conway anyway, because we just sit on the sandbanks anyway and enjoy ourselves. But I'll show you as we go along. The end part here, this unscrews anti-clockwise, normal. Do not lose this one. I'll give you the clue. This one is £200 to buy. That's about $300. It is a decent piece of machine stuff. Well, it's not actually, it's cast, so it should be cheap, but like everything else on boats, you'll find out they screw you. So do not lose that. Do not give it a whack with an hammer, because you can undo this quite easy just by putting the bar in here and tapping it round. It'll come off quite easy. The next part is the part that holds the chain or the rope, whichever one you've got. This one was held. This one is actually held on with nothing, so a bit of a tap when it's on in that direction, and it'll come off. There's nothing holding this on whatsoever. There's no keyway or anything whatsoever on that one. This one, come on, give us a guess how much. It's quite cheap, this one actually. It's made a little cast iron, this. £148 plus that, so 170 quid, somewhere like that. Again, look after that one. If you're gonna try, if it is stuck, just shove something down the side here. Try not hitting it with an hammer, because with it being cast it probably will go. But something behind it with down this gap here, and it will spring off. Behind it is a clutch mechanism. It's a cone shape piece of what would we say this one is? It's a kind of Bakelite. It's something like that. It's a fibre anyway. It's not metal or anything like that. Now this one is held on to the shaft with a roll pin. Now a roll pin is a pin that's got a slot down the side of it, and it's actually hollow. So the roll pin comes through here and goes all the way through the shaft, as you can see. I don't know if you can see the hole in the shaft. I'll show you. Right, there's a hole in the shaft there at the back. It goes right through there. That's quite an easy one to get out. Just get a drill bit that's just a little bit smaller than this roll pin, and tap it through. We had no problem getting that out whatsoever, and I don't think you will. Put a bit of WD on it before you start, but roll pins tend to come out, as long as you don't go too small. If you put a too smaller drill bit in there, you don't want the drill bit to go inside there, because it'll spread it out, and as you push it through, and you'll never get it out. So you want the drill bit to probably be about the same size. When you've got the pin out, this will still be held on there quite tight. Again, 2 screwdrivers or spanners, whichever, and tap it very, very lightly behind it. As you see, we've not damaged it, but you don't want to damage this one. This is quite a cheap part. It's only £31.50 plus that. Roll pin. That's £7 plus that, just for the pin. Right, so that's this side of it. You can take this this nut and bolt out to remove this pawl that goes on top of it. Again, pawl, £25. £25 for that. They don't give you a price on the bolt with the washer. That's probably about another tenner. So you've got that part stripped off. Then don't forget this is full of oil. If you look on that side there, there's an oil level. So when it's running halfway up, it's running in oil. I'll show you what's in. Well, when we do get it apart, I'll show you what's inside. It's basically 2 chains inside it, and a ratchet mechanism that pulls it backwards and forwards. Very well made. I'll show you this side first. On this side, you've got a plate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 screws. Them screws, I'm not bothered if it's 5 years old, 10 years old, 20 years old. You're going to have a hell of a time getting them out. We got them out. Well, we struggled and we got them out. We didn't damage them. We didn't snap any. But again, WD on them. It will help a little bit. But buy yourself an impact driver, about £6. These will come out in seconds. The stainless steel screws anyway go into aluminium, so a bit of a dodgy thing there, so it's going to get some oxidization on them and hold them in a bit too much. Right, the other side of it, I don't want any oil to leak out. The other side, this one was quite easy. There's a nut in the middle, standard, anti-clockwise to undo it. Wasn't any trouble whatsoever undoing that one. Right, but, again, 2 screwdrivers behind it, gently lift it up. You may, a bit of WD on it as well. You may lift it up. Right. This one is actually held on with a keyway. Woodruff key, but in their case it's actually a square Woodruff key. Normally Woodruff keys are half moon shape. This is a square one. So the Woodruff key fits on the shaft, and then this goes over it to stop it, lock it. No problem getting that off. Again, you can't buy this. So no matter how much money you've got, you cannot buy this. It's I think it's a cast aluminium or something like that. I'm not sure actually with that one. But if you could buy it, that's going to be £300. So don't give it too many whacks. Make sure you're whacking on the back where you're not going to cause any damage. You could use wood if you want and get that off. There's nothing else to undo on this side except the oil level screw. So forget that. The main ones is there's a bush in the middle. Again, it's made out of some nylon kind of stuff. And there's a bush on the other side. Now here's where we've managed to get up to now. We've under the screws on here, we've left 2 in now, because I'm actually trying a different way. The bush on the outer part of here has seized with grease basically over the years to the shaft. Now we've no way of actually removing this at the moment. We're going to try a bit of heat on here tomorrow. If not, we're going to have to dig out this bush. We're reluctant to do that because this bush on the outside, you can see it's 40mm. This bush on the one on the opposite side are £50 plus that, so it's 60. It'll be around £60 with the post anyway, for 2 very small bushes. We try to source cheaper ones because, like I told you, with boat stuff, they just pull your pants down. They really do. But it's £1,000 to buy even now, and there's still some places still stocking these. I know they make electric ones. Forget your electric ones. If they go, we've had it. This one's manual. Basically, all you do is ratchet this backwards and forwards and put the pawl on. Simple as that. Very well made. I don't know where. I think it's made in England. This one. So the second part of the video will be when we get this off. Inside here there's a chain mechanism and ratchet, double chain mechanism that turns it both ways, and a few other little bits inside there, but we're going to give it a full service and obviously take all the paint off and clean it. But the next part you're going to see now is the videos when we actually did do this. I mean, this may have took a few minutes, 12 minutes on here now to explain and pull the bits off while they're loose, but it took 2.5 hours to actually get these parts off without damaging them. We didn't want to damage any because it's very expensive to replace the parts. But we'll do this video now. I'll put this video on, and then probably tomorrow or the day after, when we manage to do it, we'll do another full strip down and a full video putting it together. Even this part here, they've cut a little piece out of it. You can't really see it on here. It's actually squared off a part, and you have to turn this anti-clockwise until you can free itself from this. I mean, again, this ratchet part here, you can't remove it whatsoever. You can only remove this when you actually got inside, which is another stupid idea. But they do some idea. Didn't expect it to go wrong very often, but it did. Someone had never oiled it, greased it. It's been on a boat, and you know it's like at sea. Anything that's out at sea will go rusty, verdigris, or basically just rot away. So make sure you look after your stuff. I mean, if you've got something that costs you, it's going to cost you £1,000 to replace. It's a 2-minute job to spray it with a bit of WD or spray grease or whatever once a month, and keep it going, because this stuff will last 50 years if you look after it. So from good looking Pete, bye bye for now.